A very good evening and a warm welcome to this Tuesday night's edition of Prime Time News. I'm Salima Shimwe-Feleni. If it's your first time joining us, do subscribe, hit the like button, and be sure to click on the notifications bell to stay up to date with the latest happenings locally and globally. In this evening's bulletin, we commence with environmental news. In an effort to curb poaching, Namibia has dehorned 112 rhinoceros since the start of this year. This was revealed by Romeo Muyunda, the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism spokesperson, on Monday. Xinhua brings us more.
The spokesperson said the dehorned animals consist of 80 black rhinos and 38 white ones. He added that this is an initiative that has been ongoing since 2014, where they dehorned rhinos located in poaching hotspots. Muyunda explained that this is part of their intervention to curb poaching, and they are aware that this is not enough to stop the killing of the animals. That is why they are bolstering their anti-poaching patrols. He claimed that the country has made major progress in curbing rhino poaching while admitting related incidents are still a challenge. Since 2018, Namibia has dehorned 778 rhinos.
Moving on to labor matters, Minister of Labor, Industrial Relations and Employment Creation, Uthoni Nuyoma, says the ministry is undertaking ambitious measures to eliminate delays during the dispute resolution process. Erasmus Shaliahwe filed this report.
Nyoma, during a stakeholder meeting here on Monday, said this amongst others include the recruitment of suitably qualified arbitrators, improved scheduling and hearing procedures, and regular in-house training for arbitrators. He added that delays during the dispute resolution process is the biggest challenge in the alternative dispute resolution system, and it affects both employees and employers, as unresolved workplace problems that are allowed to fester will affect not only the well-being of a complainant seeking justice, but also workplace relations, company finances, as well as productivity. The minister added that the Code of Ethics for Arbitrators was introduced in 2020 and will enable the Labour Commissioner and the Minister to act more effectively when arbitrators do not live up to the expectations of the alternative dispute resolution system, as well as the law. Acting Executive Director in the Ministry, Otnel Podavils, said the Ministry is aware that despite a number of tremendous strides over the years, it has also faced a number of challenges in fulfilling its mandate. The aim of the stakeholder engagement was therefore to discuss and share the successes and challenges faced with the aim of improving on its service offerings.
The Minister of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Karle Schlettwein, says Africa is challenged in translating political commitments into concrete actions as the continent still faces enormous developmental challenges in the water and sanitation sectors. Xinhua brings us more.
Namibia's Minister of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Karle Schlettwein, said that the COVID-19 pandemic has underscored the need for Africa to address investment in bulk water supplies and to initiate safety and hygiene protocols for all during unprecedented times. He made the remarks at the opening of the 6th Africa Conference on Sanitation and Hygiene, which is being held virtually. The minister stressed that the mobilization of resources to finance the required investment outlay remains a difficult proposition, adding that their aspirations for economic growth and social transformation in Agenda 2063 are tied in with ensuring equitable availability of water and sanitation for all purposes, hence the centrality of availability of the water resources as a dependent utility for economic and social progress. He called for actions to ensure the availability, affordability, and reliability of water supplies for economic production, particularly in the industry of energy and agriculture sectors. The 6th Africa Conference on Sanitation and Hygiene, which is running from Monday to Friday, was initially planned for 2020. The conference has been postponed to this year due to the pandemic. I am Sawi Hausiku, reporting for Nampa News.
In a sad development, 2 men died on the spot after they were run over by a speeding driver at Rundu Sauyema informal settlement on Saturday. Sawi Hausiku, our Kavango-based journalist, compiled this report.
The Namibian Police Force Crime Investigations Coordinator for the Kavango East Region, Deputy Commissioner Bonifacius Kanyetu, told Nampa Tuesday it is alleged that the man was racing with another vehicle when he lost control over his vehicle and drove into the 2 men walking next to the road. The driver allegedly fled the scene but handed himself over to the police at a later stage. The next of kin of the deceased persons have not yet been informed, and the police called on members of the public to help in identifying them. A case of culpable homicide has been opened and police investigations continue. Reporting from Rundu, I am Sawi Hausiko.
Stand by for your top roundup. In the business and economic segment tonight, we begin in the south. Garas Governor Aletta Fredericks says the region is open for business, but all business ventures must show balanced interest in people, profit, and environmental sustainability. Suzette Chitaura compiled this report.
Fredericks said global trade and small and medium enterprise development are also welcome. In remarks made in Keetmanshoop on Monday, during a stakeholder meeting on the twinning agreement between the Garas region and the Northern Cape Provincial Government of South Africa. She said Garas has the means to take full advantage of economic opportunities through socially inclusive innovation and enterprise development, adding that the well-documented underground water reserves in the region present new growth opportunities, provided there is appropriate and proportionate investment in its green economy as well. Frederick added that it is a well-known fact that Garas boasts a thriving, diverse, mixed economy with nationally and globally recognized economic sectors such as agriculture, mining, as well as fishing. She said the twinning agreement between the Garas region and Northern Cape Province, if utilized properly, stands to greatly benefit inhabitants in both areas, providing means for cultural exchange, improved management, unveiling of new ideas, and concepts for improved services. The twinning agreement was signed on 14 September 1999 and focuses on economic development opportunities, safety and security, and improving education and culture tolerance.
Staying with the Garas region, the absence of a committed budget allocation for the twinning agreement between the Garas region and South Africa's Northern Cape Provincial Government hinders the implementation of its activities. Suzette Chitaura brings us this report once again.
This was said by Garas Region Director of Education, Arts and Culture, Mahabe Koisep, in Keetmanshoop on Monday during a stakeholder meeting on the agreement. He noted that no budget allocation is committed to the activities of the agreement, and in most cases, funds are extracted from both countries' ministries of education, arts, culture, and sports to fund the activities. The twinning agreement signed in September 1999 focuses on economic development opportunities, safety and security, education, and culture tolerance, and operates under three streams: the social, economic, and local government streams. Koisep said the social stream since 2011 has reached out to 800 learners, 150 teachers, 50 officials, and 2,500 community members in both areas. Highlighting the success of the social streams, Koisep said community engagements have taken place at the Rimfasmark area, and the introduction of Nama as a language subject in schools in the Northern Cape area.
Your sports update is up next, but first the economics roundup and a look at what the weather has in store for us tomorrow across the country.
evening and welcome to All Things Sport on Sport Planet with me, Michael Madimba. In the sports segment tonight, we begin with some NBA news. LeBron James has been suspended for one game following his bloody clash with Detroit Pistons player Isaiah Stewart, the NBA said on Monday. Let's get more on the story from AFP.
Los Angeles Lakers star James was ejected for only the second time in his career after wildly lashing out at Stewart during Sunday's victory over the Pistons. Stewart was left with blood pouring from his facial injury following the flashpoint and needed to be restrained repeatedly by teammates and staff as he attempted to confront James. The 20-year-old Stewart was given a 2-game suspension for his part in the altercation. The NBA said Stewart had been given a 2-game ban for escalating an on-court altercation by repeatedly and aggressively pursuing James in an unsportsmanlike manner. James' suspension, which means he will miss the Lakers game against the New York Knicks today, was for recklessly hitting Stewart in the face and initiating an on-court altercation. James swung an arm into Stewart's face as the pair battled for rebounding position.
Moving on to Champions League football. Borussia Dortmund will be without both Mats Hummels and Erling Haaland when they head to Portugal for Wednesday's potential Champions League Group C decider against Sporting Lisbon. AFP brings us more.
Level on points with 2 games to play in the group stage, Sporting and Dortmund meet on Wednesday in a clash which could decide which of them joins group leaders Ajax in the knockout stages. Yet Dortmund will be deprived of 2 of their best players in Hummels and Haaland as they look to steer their Champions League campaign back on course after back-to-back defeats. Veteran defender Hummels is suspended after he was controversially sent off in Dortmund's 3-1 defeat to Ajax 3 weeks ago. The club had said they would appeal the red card, but coach Marco Rose admitted last week that he did not expect the 2014 World Cup winner to be available. Haaland, meanwhile, has been out for at least 4 weeks with a hip injury.
Your sports roundup is up next. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's bulletin. A friendly reminder, please subscribe to this channel, like, share with friends and family, as well as add your comments in the comment section. Do make a date with us on the morrow for your Primetime News Midweek edition. From myself, Michael Madimba, and the entire production crew, it's good night.